Welcome back to The Price of Business, brought to you today by Take On College and the Houston West Chamber of Commerce. You know, the EPA is so nefarious. It's involved in all kinds of criminal activity. It's waging systematic war on the economy, and now this.
Well, federal officials now working overtime at this moment to contain a massive water contamination in Colorado and New Mexico. The spill of toxic wastewater from an old gold mine actually caused by a mishap in the project of the Environmental Protection Agency. At least 1 million gallons pouring into a river, the toxic chemicals turning normally clear waters a mustard yellow color at this point. Over the weekend, the governor of New Mexico describing the magnitude of the spill.
The magnitude of it can't even describe it. It's like when I flew over the fires, and you see something that your mind isn't ready or adjusted to see.
An awful situation there. Alicia Cunha is now joining us live from our Denver bureau with the very latest. Alicia, the EPA says the spill poses no health threat at this point.
That's right, Uma. That's what the agency is saying right now. But take a look at the striking color of the Animas River from the air. This previously pristine river that winds through Colorado and flows into waterways in New Mexico that end up in the Colorado River, as you know, supplies millions. It is hard to convince area residents there is no threat, and those who live there are devastated.
I love my piece of heaven. This is my sanctuary. This is my place of peace.
New Mexico Governor Susana Martinez flew over the area and promised her state would do everything it could to hold the federal government accountable for the cleanup. The Gold King mine has released an estimated 3 million gallons of contaminated water so far, and according to the EPA, continues to do so at a rate of 500 gallons per minute. And Uma, the EPA was doing a cleanup last week when the workers on site accidentally breached a debris dam. That's what caused this. Uma.
And this water is not just important for Colorado and New Mexico, right?
That's right, because these two states, the water in these two states flows downstream to millions of people who depend on it.
Water is what allows our major metropolitan areas in the western U.S. to grow. Again, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Diego, they're relying on a large part upon water that originates in our state. So the interconnectedness is highlighted in a tragedy like this.
The EPA says the high levels of metal contaminants that make up that color are cadmium, copper, manganese, and zinc. Ranchers are being told to keep livestock away from it. Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper is planning to head to that area tomorrow. Uma.
Wow, a big mess indeed. All right, Alicia, thank you very much for that update.
Yeah, that's interesting. What a mess. And brought to you by the EPA, the same guys that doesn't want West Texas to produce dust. I mean, this is just incredible. So, do you have any thoughts on this, Sigmund?
Well, I love how they want to keep the livestock away from it, but it's okay for us.
Yeah. Well, let's face it. In our bizarre culture, humans are really second-class creatures to
Absolutely,
animals.
absolutely. And I just can't help but think that
Cecil the lion versus thousands who are being obliterated through abortion and resold as parts.
Black Angus lives matter.
It's crazy. All
but
right.
I mean, seriously, if a private company had done this, not the EPA, they'd be sued to death.
Oh, unbelievable.
By the EPA.
Absolutely.
I hope they sue themselves.
They would be out of business in no time. And let's face it, the government should be largely out of business in most areas. It's incredible, the nefarious activities that are being called governmental activities. All right, when we come back, more for you right here on The Price of Business on tomorrow's program. Do want to remind you, though, the show continues 24/7 at priceofbusiness.com. Best content here can be found over there at usdatareview.com. Have a great day and spend it wisely right here.